Gate 14 podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Junta. We're joined, as always, back-to-back times. JR is here. JR, how are we doing, man?
Good. I'm doing great. I guess we're on a streak now, two in a row. So let's see if we can break it.
2 means it's a streak. Avery, how are you doing?
Good. Decent week of games. Kind of disappointing today, but it happens.
Very disappointing today, but I got an announcement to make, and I want you to clip this. I alluded to you guys earlier. Mudboy is retiring. I'm tipping my cap. I am retiring from the TikTok comments. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's I love it, but I can't do it. So I just want maybe in the background playing some I Will Remember You. It's done. I'm done arguing in the TikTok comments, and I'll give a reasoning. There is some sort of cult-like following for managers wearing uniforms on TikTok. I was getting roasted in the comments, bombarded with a lot of hate. Not really, actually. There's half and like 3/4 positive, but the hate ones stand out to me. And there's these burner accounts with people that are too much of fucking spineless cowards to put their names behind their accounts that are coming out at me and coming at us. And I'm tipping my cap. That's it. So Mudboy is done. He's hanging his hat on the wall. The TikTok comments there will not be any argument. So have at it in the TikTok comments, people. Just let it eat on me. I will not be answering anymore unless it's good.
I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it because this is not going to last very long. This is going to be a Tom Brady-esque retirement from the comments.
There's no way. Avery told me, he let me know on the side. That's how concerned we were for your health. But he messaged me and was like, he gets like into the comments. And when he said that, I thought like, okay, like he replies to a couple. And then it was like midnight. I'm sleeping. I'm like, let's check our TikTok. I go to the coaching one. I'm like, holy fuck, we got some views on here. Every fucking comment, there's a reply.
No, that's a fabrication. I
started laughing.
I
started laughing in bed.
2, 3. I've responded to 3 so far. 4, 5. So I responded to 5. And
that's 5 too many, Johnny. I'll
that
say
is 5 too many. That is correct. It is
one of the ones. The comment that hurts me is when they say, "Well, you clearly didn't play ball," and that one makes me like angry.
It makes and by the way, and I'm gonna call this dude out. So this is okay. This is me. This is the last one. This is the last gripe I have. It is a guy that looks like he has never, ever stepped foot in an athletic facility in his fucking life. And he is telling me, oh, well, you never played baseball. Buddy, I went to fucking school for. I can't say I played it, clearly. His name is Biggs28. This motherfucker. This is the guy telling me I've never fucking get the fuck out of my feet. But the one that hurt me the
guys
most.
Who did play ball.
The one that hurt me the most was when someone said, actually, it didn't really hurt me at all. It was just like, all right, got to my cap. He said, this has some of the worst. His grammar was terrible. It was like, this has some of the worst takes I've ever seen in my life. And I'm a Jays fan. Don't know how that makes any sense. Don't know how that makes sense. Well, that has nothing to do with Toronto Blue Jays, that take. Nothing.
Honestly, you do tip your cap to a comment like that, but that's how you know you're doing something right at this point. If people are mad at you, hate what you're doing, that means you're doing something right, in my opinion.
Yes, no, that's and you just talked me off the ledge there, because in my mind I was like this. That video has 2,000 likes, all right, which is a lot. And there's like 10 hate comments. And those in my mind just stick out because I'm at the point where it's like I want everyone to be like, all right, that's the part. But there's always going to be like Spit and Chicklets has haters. Part of my take has haters.
So
like everyone has haters.
The Owner's Box account had one video where we got absolutely fucking crushed by comments. People were do you remember what the video was, Jared, when they just all called us racist?
Oh, it was it was like most controversial NFL players, right?
No, it was worst teammates. Worst teammates.
Yeah.
And I said Delonte West or whatever his name was because he fucked LeBron's mom. Yeah, that's a bad teammate thing to do.
Yeah.
But it just so happened that like it was all football players, so they were all African American, and people just said it was racist, but it was like
yeah.
But it was like Antonio Brown because he was like fucked and like wasn't a good teammate.
Mm-hmm.
one of them was probably bad, like shouldn't have been said, but it wasn't
OBJ.
like, yeah, like he's okay.
I
but
forget
then
who I
we
said.
had videos made about us saying like we're just blatantly racist, and it's like
Some guy stitched it and just said like this is racist, and
he says I don't want to call people out, but this is racist, and then just all the comments just attack.
I don't want to call people out, but I'm going to call people
Yeah,
out.
is exactly what he did.
Like, and listen, these comments, and the thing that really aggravates me about the comments, and this is how I'll end it because I'm retired from it, is when people just put words in our mouth. Because the continuation of the comments was, "Oh, you want him to wear a suit?" When in the flying fuck did any part of that video, or even after it, or even in the comments, did I say I want fucking Montoya in a suit in the fucking dugout? I literally just said athletic shorts, a BP jacket, and runners. Like, is that crazy to like just bring up? Is that like a crazy recommendation?
it's wild. I wasn't even there for that episode. Classic. But I was just thinking like my father coached me. Like my father had to put on baseball pants. Like and coach me. Like that shouldn't be a thing. Like let's take it out. That makes no sense.
Like
it's because we're so used
It
to
is weird
too.
when
I
you
think
go
that's
to
something,
America.
right?
It is weird when you
Yeah,
go to
it is
America
weird.
and
And
you see
coaches
the
love it.
shorts.
Like when you go and you're younger, the coaches are like, "Fuck yeah." They
dude,
they don't
all
want
my
to wear
travel
pants.
coaches were like, "Oh my god, we don't have to wear fucking pants this weekend. We're in the U.S." Like, and people were saying they would stick out like a sore thumb. Like, what?
My thing is umpires don't wear baseball pants.
And they're on the field.
Yeah.
Guys, this might be a business. Like while we were talking, I was just thinking, what if we created like a hybrid pant for baseball coaches? It was like
I
a
think
comfortable
that, like,
pant. Is that a thing?
They're called golf pants, Jer.
No, like a great no.
They should create they should create some sort of pant where you could like golf with it, wear it to work. Like they're really comfy.
Coaching it. Guys, it's a baseball pant, but it's a jogger.
Yeah,
like
but
it's
I
a
don't think you
baseball
could do that
pant.
though, because if it's a jogger, like it's not to have that line down the side. So people be like, is that guy wearing baseball? I don't know. I just don't think there's a solution to it. The only solution to it is just make managers wear normal clothes. Like, and the cult following of it is bananas. And that's how I'm gonna end it. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought majority people listen to us. And maybe we got to get some of the Gate 14 loyal fans to fight the fight for me on TikTok now and just start going in the comments and going at it, increasing the algorithm. But Avery, that's a great point. When people are putting hate comments and saying like this is dumb to take of all time when they have 0 followers, that should be kind of like, all right, we're like starting to buzz because we're getting the hate now.
Yeah.
Like, like that's what I like. It's a great point because all the big podcasts get it.
Yeah, the ones we all love, they all get fucking shit on all the time. I can't wait to start getting angry DMs too. It's
gonna be awesome. I'm excited for it. And listen, Mudboy is retired. Maybe Avery can edit the wild card banner and put Mudboy 2020 on there. It's done. So that's the announcement that I kind of had to make. I'm done with it. Let it fly in the fucking TikTok comments, people. Let it fly. Actually, wait a second. One more. There was a comment where a guy said, which made 0 sense. He contradicted himself. He said, "I love the podcast. I listen, but you guys ask questions that could be easily researched." That's the point. That's the point of a fucking podcast, dummy. We bring stuff up on the fly. Like that's the point of a fucking podcast.
It is true what you did. So I think he's probably saying you asked the origin of it, and we could have easily looked that up. But who wants to do that, man? What's the fun in that?
Yeah, we work. This is their second job. They can pay us. Donate, and we'll do our research.
So that's how we'll end it. We ought to go into this week with the Jays. Avery, I got to tip my cap to you because usually you're making me go broke with some of the shit that you say based off of picks wise. You said Ross Stripling was going to pitch the best. Tip of my cap to you. That man was a fucking freak. Jeter meme, the Derek Jeter meme, the tipping of the cap of the child. What a call by you. And be honest, that was just like you were trying to be like a Skip Bayless hot take type of call.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because that was outlandish, that game he had. Like insane.
That was the 12 o'clock at night game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just in and out of sleep the whole game. Just my eyes were just getting glued shut. It was so hard to watch. But I think I was like zoning in and out of sleep, and I saw the 6th inning, and he was still in, or
No, he went 5 innings.
or five. Sorry, the 4th. He had
Yeah.
no runs. I was like, oh, he's doing pretty well.
5 innings, 1 hit. Just incredible stuff. Really incredible stuff.
So has he been outspoken of saying he doesn't like his situation when he's in the bullpen?
I would. He's
pretty
done
sure
more. And Avery, here you go, fucking dickhead on TikTok. Avery, can you search the is there MLB, right? They have the starter versus out of the pen, right? Like there's starting like the splits on MLB.com. You could search that up, but I gotta go. I mean, he was dynamite. I was watching it when I was at the Cincinnati Reds game because they overtwined. It was like a little bit weird. Like once it got the Reds game got delayed, so I got to watch it. Dude, he was fucking insane. He gave up 1 hit. He was carving ground balls, pop fly. He only had 2 punchies, but man, his stats, I think as a starter, his stats are substantially better than out of the bullpen. And if I'm him and Ryu comes back and they don't put me as a starter, I'm demanding a trade. I'm saying I'm not a fucking long reliever. Look at my stats here when I'm fucking starting.
I think Ryu's done, man. To be honest, I think he's done for the year.
He's hurt. He's hurt every second week.
They're going for a second opinion. It's never a good thing.
Oh, the second opinion's a nightmare. That's a bad one.
If it's a forearm, because forearm usually leads to an elbow injury, right?
Yeah.
And
so he's done. So I'm completely comfortable with having Ross Stripling as my 5, even 4.
Okay, standard stats as a starter, Ross Stripling, 3.46 ERA, 26 innings. Pretty good. He has a whip of 1 this year.
Wow, as a starter.
Yeah. And then as a reliever, 11 innings, 4.09 ERA.
So he's better as a starter. That's just plain like that's how it is. Just the way he prepares, I guess. His whip is 1, and I'm pretty sure every start he's had this year, maybe besides 1, he's given the Jays a chance to win. He's actually carved. So Ross Stripling's the new number 5 or number 4 guy. Kikuchi today was a fucking nightmare. I think he had 4 walks. 4 walks in a fucking inning.
Yeah, he's we had that nice little stretch of Yusei Kikuchi, right? Where they moved him or they did whatever, where they stopped throwing that shitty cutter or whatever that pitch was. And now it's kind of, so he made adjustments to get better, and now the hitters are making adjustments off what he's done, and he's starting to struggle again. So I don't know. It wasn't very ideal for him to only go 4 innings in a getaway day, or 2/3 of an inning, not 4 innings. Go 2/3 when we had to throw Trent Thornton for how many innings we threw him. So that was kind of a worst case scenario.
I'm not even mad about the Trent Thornton thing. And Jer, I'll kick this to you. Trevor Richards is cat shit. Like he got the loss again today. 1 inning, 3 earned runs. I don't know what the fuck this guy's saying, but
I mean, we knew
it was Pelez for him.
That was what, 2 years ago we traded that?
Yeah, 2 years.
I mean, he's just a guy who throws 92 of the pen. That's just like, stuff isn't crazy. Like that.
Here we go.
It's just not going to fly majors fast for a while.
Dude, he has a 5.7 ERA. 5.7.
I mean, we need another arm. And Pearson, I don't know what's going on there. It feels like he has something more than mono, maybe a disease. I guess mono is a disease.
No. What do you think happened to him?
Who, Pearson?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he okay?
I think he's playing.
No, he's good. He's good. Okay, so let me explain what happened, because it's not. I tried to explain it to you over text that nothing bad happened. They just
no. I know this. They just put him on the 60-man, but he already like pretty much
60-man.
I mean, the
60
day, but that wasn't like extra 60 days. That was like
yes, correct,
just a
correct.
to move people around, right?
Yes, correct. You're right.
But like, what the fuck? Like, I know he's throwing, but like, is he not ready? I mean, he fucking pitches out of the pen.
Right. You are right, JR. And he's been out for almost 3 months. Like when I had mono, I was a child and I overcame it quicker than him. As a child.
Did you
Like-
say? Did you say? Did you say that mono fucks you up?
It does.
You
thought
did
that
say
was
how
su-
bad it was.
It does. You're just tired, but dude, you're a professional athlete. You have the best cardio in the fucking world, especially as a pitcher. Like you should be
Did
able
you
to
just say-
overcome it.
I gotta stop. You said you have the best cardio in the world as a pitcher. Those
Well,
are the
for-
worst.
For a pitcher, sorry, for a pitcher. And he's one of those guys that's like big with the analytic and off-season shit where he's doing these drive line stuff where it looks like he has a fucking test tube inside his fucking rectum. The guy should be ready.
What are his
And
stats
hear
so
me
far?
out. Hear me out here. I think they want him in the rotation. I think 100%.
Fuck no.
This is why it's taking so long. I think they're preparing him to make a run at the rotation.
No, that's
Pearson has been outspoken. Like, I don't think he likes being in the pen. I mean,
well
because
we're gonna get the
it's not
fuck
the
out of
bi-
Toronto because that's the
they don't pay
only-
big bucks for the pen. I'll tell you that.
Well,
and
that's
he
the
knows
only
that.
spot for him because when he started with the Jays, he was terrible, and
Oh,
then when he got moved to the pen and he was
Mhm.
fucking lights out.
Yeah.
So I want
It-
Pearson.
it's tougher though. A kid that age. I mean, it's not his choice. It's not his choice. But for
Yeah.
a kid that age, who's that highly touted to be placed in the pen, dude, would you? If you're Nate Pearson, are you fucking like irate?
If I'm Nate Pearson, I'm glad I have a fucking big league uniform on, especially with how some of his appearances were last year as a starter.
I think he's gone at the deadline. I
He
really
shoved
do.
today.
Did he shove?
I-
Was out of the pen, right?
2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah.
he's gone. That's my hot take. I think he's gone at the deadline. I think it's gonna be an internal request to trade. This guy wants to be in the rotation. He stated it multiple times. We're not gonna put him there because he's better in the pen. He's gonna go to a team where he could play in the rotation, and we'll trade him because we're gonna have to trade someone good. It's gonna be Nate Pearson at the deadline.
I have a crazy thing that I read that I didn't think was that outlandish.
Jared, that might be your first TikTok clip, by the way. Welcome, brother.
Congratulations,
Appreciate
JR.
that, man.
But no,
Appreciate
JR's been in the TikTok clips when we're with the roasting the dugout deals. He was in all.
True. This is he's gonna start it and finish it though. That's how
Okay,
good that rant
That's
was.
a good point. That's a great point.
Appreciate
But so listen, if the Jays need a big time arm or a big time left-handed bat, right? Is it the craziest thing to deal Moreno? I saw it on Twitter. And listen,
Yeah.
hear me out. Hear me out. You have two well-established catchers with Jano, how Jano's been hitting, and Kirk, how Kirk has shown he's an everyday guy in the lineup that can hit DH, play catcher now. He's establishing himself. Do you take the risk of giving up Moreno at the age of 22 for a big time left-handed bat or a big time arm out of the bullpen? I think you do.
Well, what we're missing here is we need a starter now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're gonna target one at the deadline. Don't you guys?
I think we need an arm more than a hitter at this point.
I agree too. So to answer your question, Johnny, we do a really bad job of answering the questions we ask because
Yeah.
I never answer them. But I think I'd be good to trade him. I don't want to. There's nothing I want to do less than trade.
Someone has to go. I mean, it's simple here. It's Kirk or Moreno. Like pick one.
You can't. It can't
Go.
be Kirk
Around
though.
the
Kirk-
table here.
Yeah,
We're
it can't-
answering.
it
You're gonna
can't
trade
be-
an MLB All-Star this year potentially if you trade Kirk, which makes no sense to me.
It doesn't. And you can't trade Jano because Jano's showing a ton of strides at the plate, and he's good. Like he's a good
no
big
one's-
leaguer.
Yeah.
Jano's a perfect like two catcher that slides in, like will play. Like he's perfect. He's not moving. I mean, the
And he's-
value is in Kirk or Moreno, and you have to pick one. But the issue is will the Blue Jays ever call up Moreno? And that's the other question. Is
That's
what are we doing here? Because at some point at the deadline, they have to pick one or the other while one of them has to play for the rest of the year.
Okay.
And if Moreno hasn't been up yet, like, what are we doing here? You almost have to see what you have in them right now.
exactly. But think about this, Jer. If we need to get a big bat or a big arm, the unknown of what he can do in the big leagues instead of him coming up right now and struggling takes away his value. If
Yeah,
he just
I
keeps-
agree. And Kirk's value is going up. So I don't know what it's crazy. We could play mind games here. We could look at what are the Jays thinking from a front office perspective here. Look, Kirk's playing well. We don't need Moreno right now, and it's only increasing Kirk's value at the deadline. because Kirk's value was an all-time low to start the year.
You can't have 4 catchers on the 40 man.
Can't.
That's just
No, you
fucking
can't.
plain and simple. That's just wasting spots. Like, and that's another good point. I think the Jays calling up Zach Collins and not Moreno says more about where their head is at with his draft, with his stock. Because right now, Moreno's that shiny object in the minors that you don't know if he's going to pan out. He hasn't had any big leagues, or obviously big league appearances, no big league time. He's pretty good in AAA. You could get a fuck ton for Moreno, like especially with a hitting catcher now, how important they are. And you don't trade Kirk, obviously. You don't trade Jano. You have to do it because he's going to rot in AAA. And if he comes up to the show, like you said, if he hits below 200, then his stock is substantially lower than what it is now. So I think you have to deal Moreno and get that big time thing that's going to set you over the hump. A team that's like a legit contender making a big splash at the deadline. You have to deal Moreno at that point.
I hate it. I don't like saying that we have to trade him, but I don't know. I think it's
if Moreno gets you more in return, then you got to do it. I mean, it's you going for it, right? Like, and I think he does get you more in return. So
does Kirk get you a lot? Yeah, he does. But Kirk is also a guy that's established in the big leagues, right? Like Kirk is a guy that has shown he could. I think he's leading catchers in WAR. Like I said, that's another fucking. I'm not going to research that. I don't give a fuck. But he is up there. He is up there in WAR. He mashes. And in my opinion, if the All-Star break was next week, he's the starting catcher for the AL. And that's not. And obviously that might be biased. But in my opinion, it's not even close. Right? Who's competing with Kirk right now in the AL for catchers? Avery, who do you think?
I can't even name. The only one you think is Sal Perez, and he sucks right now.
It's fucking dude. The catchers actually suck. Like they actually suck in the AL.
I'm trying to think. Okay, going from teams. You look at the White Sox. Yasmani Grandal, dog shit.
Gary Sanchez.
No, I think it's Kirk, and it's not even close.
No, I agree. The catchers are really bad.
So dealing Kirk would just be mind-numbing to me. I think that's a guy that's non-tradable right now. Is Alejandro Kirk.
Christian Vasquez, maybe. I know he's not really good, but he's having a good year right now. Yeah. Kirk's over him for sure. Yeah, there's not.
I mean, okay, so you call up Moreno and he's filthy. Like you're like,
you're in a worse spot.
Well, it's really bad. One of them's got to go. I mean, technically, one of them doesn't have to go.
No, they do because Moreno just can't stay in AAA, and it's gonna it's gonna fuck with his development too if you call him up right now. Because let's say Moreno gets called up, okay, Jano comes back. How is that for someone's confidence? Just shipping him right back to AAA? Like that's not fucking good.
Well, can we fit 3 like? Can we make it work?
That is crazy. 3 catchers on a baseball team.
We had it at the start of the year too, and it was stupid, right?
With Heineman.
Yeah. Let's see.
Moreno doesn't. This is just it's kind of a shit show, man. It's a shit show back there. I mean, we said that too of Collins, Heineman. Like at one point, we had like 4 catchers. It was like, what the hell?
It's just dumb. It's just so dumb. Like. It doesn't make any sense. It obviously you can't add guys to the bullpen when you have 4 fucking guys that are catchers on the 40 man.
He has played 1 game since 2017, not at catcher or DH. Can you guess the position?
Third Kirk?
Base. No, Gabriel Moreno.
Outfield.
Second base.
Third base.
I said third base.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing we can do about it. So
yeah, you know Kirk's not playing anywhere else. Holy fuck, that'd be hilarious. Imagine Kirk playing.
That would be
Kirk
awesome.
playing left field.
I was thinking that too. Like
that
you
would
make
be
a
awesome.
catch like Gurriel made today.
Him playing third base would be, that'd be must watch.
Yeah,
like just seeing Kirk at third base.
Yeah, no, it's the Jays are in a weird spot because they're in a great. In my opinion, it's a good spot to have where you have a ton of good catchers. Like not many teams can say that. Not many teams at all can say. Not many teams can be like, man, we have a ton of good catchers. Like you can't. Maybe not even. it's a good spot to be in.
Yeah, you'd say you'd have a lot of good catchers defensively, but to have 3 catchers who have solid offensive output is pretty much unheard of.
Yeah. So that's where I stand with that. I thought I'd bring it up. I saw it on Twitter. And there's a lot of good points being made. Obviously, his stock is so high. Top 2, I think he's the number 2 ranked catching prospect in baseball. No, he is. Don't even search that up. He is behind Adley Rutschman.
Yeah.
So his stock is as high as it can be. It just sucks for him because I'd love to see what he can do at the big leagues, but there's just not a spot for him. That's just plain and simple. And it sucks, but same thing with Groshans, right? No, not really a spot for him on this team, especially with how he's a right-handed bat. Bo Bichette's a right-handed bat. He plays third. He plays short. Bo's not moving. He plays third. I promise you, Chapman's not going a fucking anywhere on the planet. So it sucks.
And Espinal's our 4-hitter now.
Yeah, Espinal's disgusting. We got who's been really impressive to me lately is fucking I hate is Tapia. He can't play. He lost the ball in the sun today. Hear me, which is crazy how many times it's happened for the Jays this week. But I don't know. He can hit. He can hit, man. I don't know. I don't mind him in that lineup.
The ball he hit today shocked me. How far it went into the fountains.
I'm just happy Zach Campbell didn't catch it. That's all.
So Zach Collins is back. I'm happy to see him hit a home run again. That's good for us. But that rat fuck Zach Campbell caught the ball.
No.
Right to him. Couldn't have been more to him, Jer.
It looked like they were playing a game of catch. That's how it literally hit him.
He's absurdly good at that. What the hell? How can you be good at knowing where home runs are?
It's crazy. It's crazy. So shout out Zach Campbell, I guess, for I mean, there's 20 fans there. And you want to talk about a game with no fans? These Reds games I went to, you could hear the fucking conversations in the dugout. There is no one there. No one. It is and honestly, that's one of the nicest stadiums I've ever been to in my life. And I think I sent you guys pictures of it, or you guys saw pictures of it. But it was one of the nice. I've been to a pretty good amount of stadiums. That's not even that's 1A. That's one, and it's not even close.
Really? You haven't been to PNC then?
Well, I haven't been to PNC. No.
Okay.
So what about Detroit's park there?
Comerica's dog shit. It's okay. Really? I think it's underrated maybe, but the viewing experience at Great American, they have the water behind right field. They have the fucking the kind of, I don't know what it's called. There's massive poles with red light, it looks like a candy cane, and it just explodes fucking fire every strikeout, and it fireworks on home runs. It's a sick fan experience. It just sucks that they are so bad. So bad.
They suck. Holy fuck.
They are bad. I think you need to go to PNC. It's my favorite park I've been to.
Yeah, I've heard that about PNC. I was thinking about going. I'm gonna go probably. I'm hoping July or August. The
Pirates are so dog shit though.
They're honestly not.
Well, that's why you go watch a team that you want to see play the Pirates.
Yeah.
You don't go to watch.
Remember when the Pirates were it was probably electric there when they were nasty, with McCutcheon.
That was the wild card game, right? Garrett Cole against the Cubs.
Johnny Cueto.
Yeah. Johnny Cueto played for the Pirates?
No, he played against them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They had Starling Marte for a while.
Yeah, no, you want to talk about an organization that just gave guys away. That's definitely one of them.
Musgrove,
Glasnow.
Future Cy Young winner. Yeah. That's just
Austin Meadows too, right?
But Glasnow was kind of shit there though. He sucked when he was there.
He did suck.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different, but dude, it's the trip to Cincinnati. The fact that my car made it there, I should get a Purple. I'm not even lying to you. The brakes are fucked. The AC and the heat are fucked. It was unbelievably hot. The vlog is going to be electric. I actually documented the vlog. That'll be on the Official Podcast YouTube. It's going to be must watch. It's some funny shit. It was just funny. And I got into it with a fan. So I went to go take a picture with Luplo. I went to go take
You're
a
the
picture.
worst, man. You're actually the worst.
How
Always,
am I the worst?
always in trouble.
When you
Always...
hear
Keep
no,
getting
when you
in these
hear,
fights.
when you hear this fucking story, you'll understand.
Okay.
Okay, and I was the victim here. So I'm going to take a picture down the line with Luplo and Hager, right? So we go to take the picture. I ask a fan to take it, all that stuff, and this fucking dickhead, this old guy says, I would ask you guys to sign something for me, but I have no idea who you are. And I look at him like,
Oh my god.
what the? I was in front of children. I said, I swore, unfortunately, which looked bad luck. I said, what the fuck did you just say? I was like, that's what comes out of your mouth when you meet, like, there's two big league guys here. That's what you say? I would ask for a picture, or autograph, but I don't know who you guys are. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, I was shocked, and I was like, you think they're gonna sign something for you now after you say that? Oh, here, dude, my name is this. Pull out my fucking card. Like, it was crazy. So we could all agree I was in the right in that situation. Usually I'm in the wrong, but I was in the right.
Yeah,
Did the
no, that was
boys
fine.
here?
Yeah. And Luplo was like, whoa. Like, he's like, what? Like,
Did he say anything to you after you fucking
Yeah, he's like-
ripped the
he's
guy
like-
apart?
he's like, you just have, he said that me and that guy had no feel. Like, he was joking when I said, because I swore in front of kids, but I was so mad that guy said that. I was so mad. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you talking
That is
about?
that's okay. We'll get that one to you. That is an absurd thing, especially like if you're a grown man. Like, dude, get out of here, man.
Yeah, just the autograph secrets were in full effect. But I will say this about Great American. What I do love is like, you could just sit wherever the fuck you want with no repercussion. Like, it's not like Rogers Center where you take a foot in the hundreds and you get absolutely crucified with comments of, can I see your ticket? Great American, it's just fucking free for all. Sit wherever the fuck you want. It's sick.
That's what happens when you have no fans there, though, right?
Yeah, that's what happens when you have no fans in your shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dressed like a seat night.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was dressed like a seat night, but yeah, no, it's you guys got to explore. I mean, the NL. There's some sick NL stadiums, man. There really are. Like, what do you say has better fields, NL or American League?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I can't really speak on this because I've only been to AL. Like, I've been to Camden Yards.
Like, if we go shot for shot, Avery, right now, you make the case for AL, I'll make the case. We'll go shot for shot.
Okay.
So you
Fenway.
say stadium, I'll say one.
Fenway.
Wrigley.
Okay. Camden Yards.
Great American. I guess that's just recency bias.
Yeah,
but
no, I don't think that's great. That's where I struggle. I did a tier list and I forget where I had these tiered at, but I know I had like
Well, I'll just keep going. PNC, Petco.
Guys, what
Yeah.
the
McCovey-
fuck are you guys doing right now?
what am I missing?
Are we like ranking them?
no,
Am I
We're not
missing
ranking.
something
I'm
here?
just we're going shot for shot to see who like dies out here. But I'm just gonna keep going. So PNC,
better,
you got San Francisco,
better,
you got Petco,
better.
you got fucking Citizens Bank, which is very nice, very nice.
Dodger Stadium.
Dodger Stadium. There
Coors
is
Field.
Coors Field. There is
Mhm.
just like, I think the NL dominates the AL.
But I think it has something to do with the areas they're in too, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just toss a stadium besides the Coliseum in California, and most likely it's going to be really nice because of the
It's-
weather.
Yeah, it is. It is tough. Like, you could split it in half.
Just think about the AL Central.
Fenway counts as like 3, man.
But Wrigley does too.
Yeah, I know. But I think
I'm a
I think
Fenway over
Fenway's-
Wrigley guy. No, any
like, come on. man.
Yeah, no.
What
the-
stadium is ever built like Fenway?
Yeah, but what's fucked about Fenway is the seats face center field. They don't face home plate.
Yeah, that's just kind of part of the game, you know,
But
part of
I
the
could
atmosphere.
imagine sitting in those seats, and you know me, like, according to TikTok, I'm just complaining about everything, which is outlandish, but I guess that's kind of true. Imagine me sitting in the fucking Fenway Stadium and just facing center field. You'd have to bring a
Have you-
fucy neck brace to the game.
I don't even think
I
I
also
could fit in one of those seats because they're so small from so long ago.
Well, that's why the freaking I sent it in our chat, the whole Jay's Reno. Like, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Like, I know they were supposed to relocate and now they're going to do the Reno. But details are coming about what they're going to do. They're tearing out the entire first level to replace it with seats, like new seats.
That's good.
Like-
Those seats are shitty that we
Yeah.
You
have.
think
Very
though they're
bad.
that bad? Like, you think that we
They're
could
pretty
focus
old,
on something
man.
a little better?
They're pretty old. Like they're pretty old. And we got to go to like Yankee Stadium because that's like a new kind of stadium where you can see what it's like to see like new generation seats. And I think it's just completely different. Like I don't know. And they're investing 250 million into it, right? So it's going to be sick renovations.
I heard they're building like this is what I heard. I heard the outfield like part of the section is going to be like torn out and it's going to be an open concept like beer garden like they do. It's going to be similar to what they do in Cleveland.
That's sick.
Like there's going to be a standing
fucking
room.
Sick.
Because the flight deck, dude, people are fucking obsessed with the flight deck. So they're probably like, fuck, let's just make another one and kind of like a hybrid where it's a standing room only in the outfield. That'd be sick. In right field.
Yeah. No, that would be awesome.
Camden Yards does it too, sort of.
Yeah, they just have the little concourse there.
Something like that. That's what they're planning. But
I'm excited to see what they do with it. I mean, the thing that's like kind of crazy about what the Rogers Center is like I can't picture it having like an open concept like that. I'm just used to it being so generic. It just honestly, you can make the argument it's one of the most generic stadiums. Like it just it just looks like I can't even describe. It just looks plain and simple. It's like a plain stadium. And the only way you could sell it to people is the view of the CN Tower, right? Like that's the only way you can sell it to people.
It's a disgusting concrete slab that no one wants. Like it's just an eyesore in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
it needs to be like modernized, like, and that open concept I think would be like shocking to see that, dude. It's gonna be like one of those things you see and you're like, holy fuck,
yeah,
this is sick.
I'm also a guy that doesn't like not a big fan of change, so it sucks, but let's cut to the next thing. Let's cut to the next one here. And another thing that I got to bring up is, and this is an anti-complaint thing. People have to shut the fuck up about Vladdy Guerrero Jr. It is crazy that this guy's getting roasted by Jays fans. Is it not?
What are they saying? I haven't seen that shit.
People are saying he's inconsistent now. He can't hit. The playbook is out on him. I saw comments like trade. Like, obviously, it was a troll. But it was like trade Vladdy or Vladdy sucks now. Move him down the order like to the 7 hole. Are people fucking stupid? Like Vladdy is disgusting. He's leading the team in home run. He's leading the team in home runs. And we have guys saying, "Is Vladdy done? Is the playbook out on him?" Like, shut the fuck up. Vladdy is always going to be good. He just goes through these weird slides like every Major League Baseball player ever in a season.
Still on pace for 36 homers.
But no, he's done though. The playbook's out on him, according to these fucking dummies.
And I think what people don't understand is just having him in a spot in the lineup helps the people above him, helps the people behind him too, no matter where he is. So
I don't know. It's wild. Avery, where do you stand? You think Vladdy's done?
I mean, you'd be an idiot to think a 24-year-old, or how old is he? He's done.
23.
23.
99.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. He has like 6 kids. That's not true. He has 1 or 2, but
that is
no,
crazy.
it'd be crazy to think he's done or like the book's out on him. Hitters change, right? And we're a third of the way down the season. If he gets hot for the other 2/3, people will just say, of course he did that. He's a great hitter, which we know. So yeah, you'd be dumb to be worried. Sure, maybe this will be a down year compared to he was so good last year. It was almost unfair to think he could replicate what happened this year, I believe.
Yeah, and another guy who we have to talk about who's been nasty and people were roasting him earlier, send him back to Oakland. This shit, Matt Chapman has arrived, I think, offensively. I think Matt Chapman has kind of made his mark now where he's had those memorable hits where it's like, all right, Matt Chapman has arrived at the plate now. He could always hit. He always hit for power, right? I mean, that's what his stats kind of show with all of like the all throughout all of his seasons. He's been a power guy that hits 250, maybe below 250, but he's been raking. I think he's been raking for the Jays. I'm actually happy with where he's at offensively right now.
His average has gained 20 points in the last week.
Wow.
So, I did a video on players to buy for fantasy baseball. Matt Chapman was in there. People thought it was an ugly pick, but immediately right away. Average went up 20 points this week. So I'll take it. I think he's been having better at bats. It's the in zone contact. I feel when I'm watching, feels like he swings and misses a lot. But as a power hitter, that it's just what you do. So I'll definitely look into these numbers here. But I think he's been a lot better as well. And he's done his job, what he needs to do for this team. Maybe a couple more home runs here or there, but he's probably on pace for 25 again, right? So
yeah, which is what we said we wanted at the start of the year.
I did say if he hit 250, that we'd win the World Series. I still believe that.
That's a crazy take. And by the way, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm almost positive I said the Jays take 2 of 3 from the Royals. Did I? Or did I say sweep?
No, I said 2 out of 3. You both said sweep.
Yeah. Okay. So no pat on the back. Immediately eliminate that from me just saying that. But
can we do I want to get into an MVP award for each series we do. If we win the series, I think we need to do an MVP award we each have to pick.
Okay.
And I'd like it to be sponsored and by someone who doesn't sponsor us, obviously. So if we can come up with a company together that sponsors the MVP award, I think that would be good. I was thinking Osmos because I just like
No, we'll start
the Raptors.
We'll start off. The first sponsor will be Hyundai for getting me to Cincinnati and back with no AC, heat, or brakes. Yeah, that's the first sponsor is Hyundai. So the Hyundai MVP award of the Kansas City Royals series. I will let Avery start off. Avery, who was your MVP?
I'd like to nominate. Honestly, I have no fucking clue who I want to nominate. I just think it would be a good idea for the award.
I mean, the easy answer is just Stripling.
Russ Stripling, Hyundai MVP.
Okay, I think you're done out of the competition. That's just an immediate loser. JR, who are you saying?
Well, what about Alec Manoah?
I mean, he just took my guy. I just said Stripling.
You just okay. Well, let's say one, Matt. Who is your MVP? Who is your guy? You're going Stripling.
Okay.
So you're both going Stripling.
Maybe it should be dud of the series.
That's when we lose.
If we lose the series,
it's a dud.
We do dud of the series.
Yeah, who's that going to be sponsored by?
That's sponsored by Dude Wipes.
I will
because they're shitting. Wipe your ass.
I will say who the MVP is. I will say who the MVP is, and it's in my opinion, it's not even close. It's Bo Bichette. He went 5 for 11 this series. Credit to fucking. I want you to take that shit, TikTok guys, to Johnny News research. 5 for fucking 11 this week. Bo Bichette, competitive at bats, timely at bats, driving in runners. 2 for 2 yesterday when they won 7-0. I'm giving it to Bo Bichette. It's not even fucking close. Not even close.
And he launched.
I mean, we just fucking sucked off Ross Stripling for.
Well, you can't give it to a guy that pitched 1 game, 5 innings. It has to be Bo Bichette. The Jays offense put up 18 runs this week, and Bo Bichette was a key part of a lot of those runs. So it has.
I think Bo's a good one. I think Ave had a very cop-out answer over there.
I did. Yeah, I would like to take it back.
So Abe, I'll give you one more chance. Who is it?
It's Alejandro Kirk for 2 games.
All right.
Guy went 5 for 9. You went 5. Fucking Bichette went 5 for 11.
All right, checkmate. You win that one.
Okay, they played 2 games. He's my MVP.
So Alejandro Kirk is obviously thick Jesus. That's a great one. And actually, JR, let's get our merch guy. Let's update the people here. Where do we stand on the merch here? Because we were just give a little background because you're the merch guy.
You love this shit, Jeremy.
Okay,
yeah.
So
if you have any complaints, by the way, give it to JR. I don't want to hear any of it in my DMs. Don't even DM Gate 14.
Yeah,
directly DM him.
Look, well, I'm private, so you can request to follow me. I'll accept you. I have Gate 14 in my bio now. That's a big update.
Right. Hell yeah.
Just want to update everyone for that.
What platform?
Instagram.
Nice.
So give an update on the merch because obviously that
I have connections right in the industry. Some of you know that I started a company, hasn't launched yet, but I pretty much know too much about the apparel industry now. So I called my guy up. One of my suppliers I almost dealt with. Not going to release names here just in case someone goes to them and tries to copyright us, like takes our logo and makes their own merch. Got to be safe there. Anyways, got a quote for hoodies because that's probably going to be our best seller.
Yeah, hoodies in July, great idea.
They like it is going to be a hit. Like I saw these mock-ups. We are going to sell these things out so fast. It's going to be fucked. So, I have the guy calling me. Like I think we've talked 4 or 5 times. He's called me twice. Very nice little gentleman right there. We're going to have a merch deal, but we're going to do a pre-sale. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to get some samples here so we can show you guys what they look like. We're going to have a pre-sale, and then we're going to try and get these bad boys to you as quick as
Ideally,
possible.
we're going to give you guys some foreplay. We're going to get you going a little bit, get you rock hard. We're going to show you the tees, and then we're going to get you guys going with that launch. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to say this is the best 3 people that we should have modeling the stuff. Looks wise, but
we're gonna keep it affordable too. We got to say that, right,
sure.
guys? Like we're actually gonna make probably no money off this. So the reason is just to grow the brand. So we're gonna keep it affordable. So just so you know, for the price, we're not gonna have outrageous prices. If we do, it's because the quality is fucking dope.
Maybe throw a hashtag thank you, Jer. And no more thank you, Johnny. It's hashtag thank you, Jer.
I think we should just go Nike sweaters, Jer. Just go for it.
Go for
it.
We
could go high quality, boys. Like everyone's just gonna have to pay up, but like I mean, you get what you pay for, right, guys? Like if we go short sleeve Nike hoodies, fucking Gate 14 on top, boys. You know I can make it happen, right? I can make a few phone calls, so I can make anything happen. So maybe drop in the comments.
We got fucking Jordan Belfort here running our fucking clothing. I'm all in for it. Obviously, like the official merch did really well. Humble brag. A lot of big time. A lot of MLB guys are rocking. You got Musgrove wearing it. You got all the boys wearing it. So
that's actually one of the most. And I gotta say, Johnny, one of the most impressive merch campaigns I've ever seen from you.
It's just how many big league guys wear the stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And I'll say you this. I'll say this.
Maybe you should tell the story. Like you should tell the story here because I think it's very interesting that how did it come about, the merch to those major leaguers, and how did you find out like those pictures of them wearing it?
So ideally what it is like, and I don't know if people give a fuck. They might because it's big time names, but after I do a podcast with them, like I'll usually be wearing official stuff. They'll be like, dude, that hoodie's sick. Like, can I, like, where do I get one or stuff like that? Or like t-shirt's sick. Or after the interview, I'll be like, dude, if it's a massive name like Joe Musgrove, I'll be like, man, I really appreciate you doing this. Like, let me send you out a t-shirt or whatever. Or stuff like that. And then he will just wear it. But the shitty thing is that I will say is when I do these like jersey swap pictures, like I did with Jano and Luplo and shit, I just get a ton of the guests that have been on this podcast, the official one. Yo, where can I get a hoodie? Like, can I get a hoodie? Like, you're not going to give me one question or just, and then I just end up soaking hundreds and hundreds of dollars on free hoodies to people. And that's the only negative side of it, but they love wearing it. You got fucking Tyler Matzik wearing it. I believe it was to one of the games in the World Series where the official
was a sick
hoodie.
Picture.
Like, it's sick. It's good publicity. So it sucks having to like soak it out of the pocket, but becoming the recognizable look and my ugly mug on a fucking big leaguer's pregame shirt or hoodie is sick. So for the listeners listening, you got to understand, man, we're not going to be making money off this. I haven't made a dime off the official merch just based off of all the free ones I've sold or I've given. So honestly, to show support to the boys, wear it, get it. And a lot of people said they want one. So it's massive. So just definitely do that. And that's where we go with the merch and stuff. So it's going to be fire stuff. I think the short sleeve hoodies are the most fire because it's like it's sick. I think short sleeve hoodies are sick. I've never thought about it before, but they are unfucking believable. And I think those would be unreal. So we'll definitely like look into it. We'll send you guys we'll show you guys some mocks and stuff once they get done, once we get them, but I'm fired up for it. And I got an announcement to make. So the Angels are on a losing streak. It's completely off topic. Every player in their lineup tonight is walking up to Nickelback songs to change. Yes, to change the mojo. Maybe one of Avery, go on your phone and live bet the Angel. They are snapping this losing streak tonight. Every player is playing Nickelback on their way to that's their walk-up song. It's incredible. That is sick. And speaking of walk-up songs, Avery.
Yeah.
if you trivia'd me on every Jays walk-up song, I could get every single guy. If you play it, I'll tell you who it is.
I mean,
That's a great.
I'm just not ready for that at all.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying to do it now. I'm
Okay.
saying that's a thing for me where it's like I'm kind of like the Rain Man of walk-up music.
Who has your favorite walkout song? Who's your least favorite walkout song on the Jays?
Oh, okay. My favorite walk-up song is Santiago Espinal, and I don't know if I play it, will we get shut down by YouTube if I play it?
No, they're not running ads. We don't have enough people on it.
Okay, that's kind of a ricochet shot at us, but yeah, that's Can you guys hear this?
No.
Wait, it's you can't hear this. Wait, it's gonna come up right here.
Yeah, we can hear it.
That's Espinal's walk-up song, and it fires me the fuck up. That or Oscars.
It's my least favorite walk-up song is Santiago Espinal's.
You're drunk.
No.
That's pound for pound the best. I went to a game with my buddy, the psychomaniac who bought a jersey in the first and sold it and returned it in the ninth.
I'm so sad. I'm so stupid for not getting that clip out on fucking.
You can still get it out. We'll get it out. But he even said like he's not the biggest baseball guy, but he was like, this walk-up song fucks. And the fact that you don't like that is outlandish, by the way.
Well,
That's
I just
hate
don't think
Spanish.
it's great. All the country ones suck too, though.
Yeah. So who's your favorite then?
I was gonna say
Jordan Romano.
Okay, that's a good one.
I like his.
That's a good one.
Remember, you know which one you liked the best of last year?
What are you about?
Come on.
I went to like one game last year.
Dickerson.
Oh, it was a Drake one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Forget what that one's called.
Yeah.
Oh no! It was a song that you asked me what it was,
Yeah.
and then we downloaded it.
Yes.
Okay.
It might have been a Young Thug song.
It was a good song. It was a great walk.
It was a great track.
Yeah.
What was your walkout, Johnny?
It was a Migos song.
Love that. I
Middle
think
of the
rap's
week.
the only way to go.
Yeah. Playing for keeps. Suck a dick into a leech. I'm trying to think what's it called.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, it was that and Small Town Throwdown because I was in Nebraska.
No, brother. My freshman year, I had to walk out to Baby by Justin Bieber because the seniors picked. I was the only freshman who pitched. It played like 9 times at home. I was like,
yeah,
this fucking sucks.
It was Met Gala.
Okay.
By Gucci Mane featuring Offset. It wasn't Migos featuring Offset.
That
was my walk-up. That one.
And then Rico by Drake and Meek
That's a
Mill,
good one.
And then All the Smoke, Young Thug and Future.
That's a good one. That's a great one. So let's recap. Let's go into this Tigers series. So obviously this is what the people.
The Tigers fucking suck, dude. If we don't sweep.
Oh, they are dog shit. No,
Dave, are you going to the games?
No, they didn't even let me go, dude. Fuck's sakes.
Oh, I thought you were.
So we got.
You're roadieing.
If game one, if the Jays don't win game one, we have fucking issues. They're going up against Alvin Rodriguez. Okay, who was a 10 ERA in 16 innings, 7 walks, 1.69 WHIP. The Friday game's a must win. It's a dub. Saturday, you got Kevin Gossman going up against Brisek or whatever, a rookie. And then Sunday, obviously, that they haven't announced it. It's too deep, too far down the road. So I think it's Stripling, right? Oh, yeah, it is Stripling because he went Monday, Sunday. Yeah. So it's a sweep, right? Has to be.
It has to be.
Yeah. It's got to be sweet. I was going to say that.
The Tigers.
I mean, it's baseball, right? Like,
didn't they lose to the Pirates today?
Yeah, they did. That was tough to watch.
Austin Meadows
baseball,
has 0 home runs this year.
Who?
Austin Meadows. He does have 0 home runs.
That's fucking.
Actually, because this is something we got to talk about. So because Gossman's pitching Saturday, we got to talk about him tipping his pitches.
Did you pull up the thread?
Yeah, I pulled up the thread. So I noticed it. I noticed it during the Twins game. So apparently, what he's doing is, and what hitters are picking up on, when he's throwing a fastball, his hand isn't his hand is wrapped around his, like, when he goes down, like when he goes after set, his hand wraps around. Hitters are picking that up compared to the splitter
when he separates.
Yeah, when he separates. I think obviously if you're a big leaguer and with all the technology you have these days, maybe back in the day you couldn't figure it out when you were tipping pitches, but it's gonna get resolved. It's gonna get resolved, obviously. I think he's already worked on it. Probably he's already released the kink, but that is scary though. The fact that he was tipping pitches and you could tell when the Twins were spitting on his splitters and they were just mashing his fastballs. That's when I was like, and even they announced it over there, like he's tipping his pitches. He has to be because usually he has a high swing and miss rate on those pitches on the splitter, right? So the tipping of the pitches thing is weird. I'm excited to see where he's at though on Saturday when he pitches. I'm excited to see Pat and them talk about the adjustments he's made and if he's tipping it, the slow-mo of it. But Kevin Gausman was tipping his pitches against the Twins, and that's obvious.
Yes, I agree. I legitimately think Kevin Gausman could tell the Tigers hitters what's coming, and he could still go 6, strike out 5.
You're not wrong.
But the one that I'm confused of is, wait a second.
If he was a rookie, I'd be scared. Like if this was a rookie that was tipping his pitches, he might not be able to make adjustments. But I mean, this guy's been in the league for a while. He's tipping his pitches. He's going to watch film and he's going to make adjustments, and it's going to be fine. But like I said, if this was a year 1, year 2 guy who was tipping his pitches, sometimes those guys just can't figure it out.
Okay. So wait, I was wrong when I said he was spinning it. So apparently, when he goes behind his back when he's throwing it, he's like separates and his hands like goes behind his ass. You, as a lefty hitter, you could see exactly what his grip was. So it was like, because he would pause, right? He would go behind his back, and like when he would like be in his throwing motion, he would stop, and that would show what he was throwing. So that's why people could see what he was throwing. Okay,
yeah, right. The righties should have no way of really seeing that. I don't think.
Yeah, but it was. I think Twins had a heavy lefty lineup that game, so that's like it was just guys kind of teeing off on it. So that's the only concerning point. Like I said, Pete Walker's a master with these pitchers. You see what Robbie Ray. I mean, that guy. We'll talk about that after this, but Pete Walker's a master with it. I think it's going to get resolved. It's already been resolved, probably in my mind. I genuinely do think it's already been resolved, and I think he's going to carve the Tigers Saturday. I think prediction, it's going to go Gausman 7 innings, 9 punchies. It's going to be a fuck you start. It's going to be a fuck you start for Gausman on Saturday.
I like that. I would be very happy to see it. I also have comments about today, the YouTube broadcast. Did you watch it?
I was in and out of it when I was driving. I don't recommend doing that, by the way, to the young listeners. I had it on my dash. Hand up. It was on my dash. I was watching it while it was on my dash. So it's terrible, right?
Yeah, no, they have Yonder Alonso and then some dweeb who also runs it.
No, it's dog shit. Like
it's really bad.
It's terrible. And you want to grow the game? Don't put it on fucking YouTube.
But they were also showing it on Sportsnet too. It had me, from what everyone had said, it just wasn't going to be on Sportsnet. And then I see a Dan Schulman tweet that the game was happening on Sportsnet, and I couldn't believe I watched the first 5 innings listening to those dickheads when I could have been, listening to Dan Schulman instead. So that was the most disappointing part of today's game.
Yeah, was the YouTube. The Apple TV, we roasted it earlier. I love it now. I thought it was sick. All the fucking probability stuff that it had at the bottom, I think that was sick. So we'll end the podcast here with this. Let's all give our predictions for the series. I said sweep. It shouldn't be anything less than a fucking sweep. The Tigers are they're terrible. They can't hit. Miguel Cabrera is their best hitter, and he's 1,000 years old. But he's nasty though, so that's fine. But I'm saying bold prediction, like I said, Kevin Gausman, 9 punchies, 7 innings. Another bold prediction: the Jays put up an 8+ spot on Friday against Elvin Rodriguez. It's
Eduardo Rodriguez, dude.
No, it's Elvin.
Really?
His long
I
lost
just
brother.
searched it, man. This is why we get roasted on fucking TikTok. I'm fighting the fight in the mud for you, and it's Elvin Rodriguez. I just looked at it.
I looked at it too, and it said E. Rodriguez. I was like, who the don't they have
I was a
Eduardo
little
on?
confused too. I was like, fuck, there's got to be some correlation here, right?
Yeah, but anyways,
right, Jer?
It's Elvin Rodriguez. It's going to be an 8 spot on Friday. Take the Jays team.
Oh my God! Did you see what he did against the Yankees last start?
No.
Guess his line. Don't fucking look.
I'm gonna look, and holy fuck! 4 innings, 10 earned runs, 4 home runs.
11 hits.
This is
And
a
they
pat
kept
the
him in.
stats type
It's
of
gonna be
game.
hilarious when he no hits us.
This is I'm putting a must put up a 5+ spot. Guarantee.
You're taking Jay's run total over.
It's Jay's -3.5. That's
Ladder
what it
that
is.
shit. Ladder it.
Wow.
It's alternate spread that motherfucker. And this it's gonna be incredible. Now I'm excited for Friday. I want Friday to be
Elvin.
now.
I'm sorry that I doubted you, Johnny.
It is Elvin. It was
Yeah.
Elvin. Credit to me.
It was always Elvin.
Yeah, and JR, where are you at? Like, it's a sweep, right? You said it very nonchalantly. Credit to you, but is it a sweep? Where are you at with it?
It's baseball, man. Like, I'm going 2 out of 3 again, man. Like, I'm not getting ahead of myself. Let's get the job done. 2 out of 3. We're gonna lose a shitty one.
What game do we lose?
I never get my hopes up of a sweep.
But what game
Okay.
do they lose there? Because Ross Stripling's carving. Barrios has been, I guess, I don't know. He's been whatever.
Ross Stripling game, they lose. There's no way Strippy's going 2 games in a row here.
What's your bold? So your bold prediction is Ross Stripling gets tittied.
I mean, that's not really a bold prediction. Come on. But that is my bold prediction.
Okay, Avery, what about you? Where are you at?
Sweep. I'm until they
You
get
guys sweeping every weekend now, eh?
Well,
Yeah.
when you're playing these dog shit teams, yeah, it should be.
Okay. I mean, we were the 2 out of 3 gang for a while to start the year, and it was working, right?
All right, Avery, where are you at, man? Where are you? What are you saying?
sweep. I think Barrios pitches really well again. I think maybe something clicked for him, which would be nice. We really need something to click for him. So I'm gonna hope that he goes. And then it's the Teoscar Hernandez show this weekend. 2
Yeah.
homers.
And we're gonna end it with this. I was getting ricochet shot after ricochet shot for people listening to this. And here's a free fucking plug for you, Avery.
Okay.
The Owner's Box Twitter for people listening. If you want to get a glimpse of Avery at 12 o'clock, see what he's doing at 12. You see what he
Lines
looks
at
like
lunch. An original segment made by Jeremy and I.
It's called Lines at Lunch. It's on the Owner's Box on Twitter. I was catching stray ricochet shots from guys I have no idea who they are. And that one guy in the Bengals, I don't know his name, but I'm assuming he invited me to come on tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
that's
I will be going toe to toe with Ryan tomorrow. And I'm getting roasted ricochet shot with ricochet shot, and my compadre, my co-host, who should be standing up for me.
Well, whoa.
No, is sitting there just marveling at a defenseless guy driving a car with no brakes, getting ricocheted at left, right, and center for a pick with his heart. So
Okay, well,
Did you do that, Abe?
No, okay, let me explain. First of all, the pick lost. So I can't like back up a loser, right? Like the pick.
I
not
said the
you.
over. I said the over.
Yeah, and I said today, I was in the midst of saying this is the Johnny pick. Someone cut me off. I can go back in the archives and say that because I was gonna do that for you. And I said the Blue Jays over.
So
And
you took credit for my pick. So there was no point in which the stream had a second of silence for you to go back and say, by the way, that Blue Jays over was a Johnny pick. You just took it hit in the 4th. You took credit for it. And that's, you know what? I got to respect that. I would do the same thing.
It was a winner, man. I sniffed it out as soon as you said it. So I had to take.
I think we need a third-party investigator here. I'll tune in tomorrow. Make sure everything's going well.
You tune into the lunch one. It's still up there. And that's how I found it. Because I was like,
Okay.
all right, I'm going to tune in here because I told Avery a pick that he probably didn't give me credit for. And credit to me for knowing that. And he did it. So that's fine. And the ricochet shot was right off the bat.
Okay, so now I'm hitting 500 with giving you credit. That's pretty good.
That is great. But the thing is, it was right off the bat, JR. It was bang,
Really?
bang, start of the stream. Johnny had a good pick with the Diamondback, and Avery just little mutant smirk. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't remember what you said, but it was a condescending comment.
I mean,
To a guy that
I
was-
can't back you up for a loss.
Knocking a guy that was down. That's what you were doing. Knocking a guy when he's down. But
If
that's
he's
fine.
your guy, man, you should be telling them that we need to get on there. The
But-
gate
but-
14. We need to be giving Jay's picks.
But what about the over though? And JR, by the way, that is an outland. A guy that quit the company go on a stream. What the fuck are you talking about? That is like hanging out with your ex-girlfriend. That is like,
Look,
yo, do you want to
look,
hang out? Like just in a group, in a friend setting, or
content is content, right? We see it all the time.
hey,
right?
Sandy, should JR come on the pod?
Sandy would have him
Rival
back.
picks, right? Let's put high stakes on this. My picks against yours, right? Type of thing. Now, I expect some of you to back me up. Avery, I don't, over conflict of interest. So I'll take Johnny on my team.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we will do that. And by the way, I think we're gonna get a golf outing if JR can assist and can figure it out. We'll do a Gate 14
Look,
golf
guys,
outing.
my golf game's in fucking shambles, man. I'm nervous as shit to get back out there. I'll be honest.
fine.
I haven't been to a
That's fine.
range all year. No wonder I've been shit.
That's fine. Whatever. But that's
Okay.
how we'll end it. Hashtag thank you, Johnny. I will be retiring. Mudboy is gone. The TikTok comments you will never see Gate 14 comments from me, at least. Maybe Avery's gonna get in the mud.
No, I'm gonna definitely pretend to be you in the comments now for the next month.
No, if it is, you know what I'm doing is whatever. And that's what we're gonna like the Mudboy is done. So that's it. That's where we're that's where we stand now. Appreciate all the love we got for all like the 20 hates. We had 2,000 people loving it. So that's where it's like you gotta outweigh it.
Yeah.
So for all the people, fuck you.
Jesus
for
had
that-
haters.
For that guy that said our podcast was finished after episode 1, you happy now, dummy? How stupid do you look? But that's it. So appreciate the love always from you guys. Let's get a fucking sweep this weekend. The Jays are back. It's fun to watch, besides today, obviously. But it's just incredible to watch. And the boys are back. The boys are buzzing. The Jays are buzzing. Gate 14's buzzing. Merch coming soon. And that's it. Anything? Any other comments for the listeners?
Nope.
Stay tuned. Big things coming.
There it is.